This is an Insane Cast production. You're listening to Thanks for Watching the All Movies Podcast. With your cast, Beth, DJ, Jimmy, and Adrian. And now, thanks for watching.
Welcome to Thanks for Watching episode 1839.
39.
I love it.
There you go. One before 40.
One before 40. Yes, I hope that when our episode turns 40, it can still see without glasses.
I feel like 40 is a good number. It's a solid number.
It is.
I feel like that's like a solid age, too.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to 40 for some reason.
Really?
I don't know what it is. I feel like life will be better at 40.
Okay. All right.
Way to have goals.
Yeah.
Goals. Turn 40.
Before we dive into that, let's do introductions, shall we?
All right.
I'm DJ, and over to my right...
Hi, I'm Jimmy.
And then the 40-year-old to my left.
Adrian Rondo.
There he is. He's not really 40, everybody. And then on
it's
the
Beth.
non-drinky...
It's Beth. Just don't. It's Beth.
Okay, it's Beth. There she is. Woo! So our rundown for the day, or for today's show, is The Grinch. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We didn't do our
news.
What news? Oh, yeah. Well, that's coming.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Do you get news today? Normally we do the news before the rundown.
Not anymore.
We do a rundown
we just
first,
changed
because
it.
then it explains what is going to happen in the show.
And now that makes
right.
sense. It
That's
does.
right.
And I used to wonder, why didn't we do the rundown and then the news?
Yeah.
Anyway, so rundown.
Yeah, he was asleep last week.
Oh, that's
if
right.
you
I was
remember.
asleep.
We're straightening out the program.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So The Grinch, because we didn't get a chance to do the midweek review last week. Then we also have Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Thank you. Widows and Instant Family. And then we'll have somewhere in there box office numbers, streaming, a challenge. Ooh. This one, Beth doesn't even know what we're doing yet, so we'll see what happens.
Neither does Adrian.
Ooh, neither does Adrian.
And it's not Mommy Dearest.
No, it's not. Next week's openings, which there are quite a few that we really got to see. In fact, one Penny and I are dressing up for. And future films. And a new discussion question.
Did you just say a nudist?
No, I didn't. I thought I had it right this time. I know, it sounded like nudist. But new. Holy moly. Don't blow into the microphone. The new
That was me.
discussion question.
Sweet.
Okay, and this is the portion where we would say, all right, time for Adrian's news.
I have no news, but it's Thanksgiving this week.
It is
Thanksgiving.
Good job.
Yes, we're doing this on a Monday, and I have no work for the entire week.
I hate you. Especially today.
Wait a minute.
Especially hate you.
Then I think because you're so free with your time this week that you should watch Oculus on Netflix.
Ooh.
During the day when it won't scare you as much.
Yes.
And then
yes.
you can talk to me as it goes along. And
Okay.
I will help you like a support group.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll need that.
Okay.
I'll need that, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I've been trying to get him to do this for like 5 weeks.
You know what?
That's true.
Yeah.
At least 5.
And you have a week off now. There's no reason why you can't get this
Excuses
done.
zero.
Zero excuses. That's true.
He gets quite a bit of free time.
Well, I fill it up fast.
Man, Adrian just like throwing DJ under the bus.
I actually envy him with his free time. I really do. I think today was the most envy I had for him in a long time.
And I think that, had you had taken my advice in the first place, you would be in the same boat as me.
I'm okay with where I'm at.
Oh, good. Then
I might be a little stressed out, a little bit on edge sometimes, but I'm good.
Oh, good.
I'm really happy.
So that means when we ever hear that I'm banging my head against the wall thing, we'll say, no, you like where you're at.
You made that choice
like
and
it.
you're happy to do so.
And you are happy. Enjoy your happiness. Think about it.
Took my head and I was banging against the wall at one point of the day.
Oh, my
And then I screamed,
gosh.
I'm going to the library, everybody.
He's going to the library.
Well, hopefully you at least passed the truth berry on the way to
That's
the line.
right.
Yeah. If you ever listen to
Points for
barking
that
dogs
one.
all day, because literally I was outside and those dogs were just going off. The neighbors' dogs, our dogs, everybody else's dogs, and I felt like I was going to go crazy.
It was a dog day for
It was a dog day for me.
Aw.
You may want to get tested for auditory processing disorder.
I need something, because once I got to the library, I was like, life is all right. It's going to be okay.
You know that you know there's a B in the
There's an
a B
R
and
in there.
R. A B and an R.
Library.
Brary, because it's not library.
Oh, library. Shoot. It's like
We're just trying to help you.
library.
Learn
Jesus
something new
name.
every
Library.
day.
Well, whatever.
Yes.
Life
yes.
is great.
Well, life is great, and there's Adrian's news.
Yeah, that's my news. I just crunched it all up.
Dogs
And I was-
bark.
Dogs barking. It's Thanksgiving this week, you guys.
Thanksgiving and dogs bark. And you know, thanks to Thanksgiving and other things, we do have some people that wrote in about some holiday traditions. And so let's talk a little bit about how they did that, shall we? Like a lot of them sent in texts. And what did they text, Adrian? What did they text?
I have no idea what they text, but I can tell you where they send the text at.
Oh, yeah, where did they text?
Oh, they sent it to 512-podcast, 512-763-2278.
That's it. That's right. And some of them probably went through the internet to find that phone number, and the internet was www.tfwmovies.com.
That would be www.tfwmovies.com.
And somewhere on that list is a way to email us. Beth, how would they have done that?
You're really going to spring that on me? It's a
Of
shout out
course.
at tfwmovies.com.
Oh, yeah.
She passed the test.
That's right. Do you need that spelled out, folks?
SHOUTOUT at tfwmovies.com. COM.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think hopefully by now everybody knows the COM is
I know, .com. I mean, that's practically in the dictionary.
It's even in the news, like, oh, look at this .com company, and, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
all that fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have also Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and you can all tag us and stuff in things, pictures, photos, videos,
Stuff,
whatever.
things, other stuff and
things. Yeah. Just use at TFW Movies. Yeah. There you go.
TFW movies.
Yeah, so you could contact us just like everybody else, and you know we have the YouTube channel, and that's you can go on there and find us too, and that's also /TFW movies, all kinds of ways. Patreon, which is one of our favorite things, by the way. Thank you everybody who is on Patreon helping us out, especially Crackhead Blue, Abby, and a big thank you to Adrian. You know, I know you're on there, but you know it's weird.
on there?
Yeah, you're still on there. You're giving us money.
Oh, I know I'm giving you guys money.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I'm broke. No, I'm just kidding.
so let's get to know our
So did
audience.
we get anybody to give us any feedback? Because I promised I would provide funding.
Oh yeah.
for feedback.
Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Oh, I love the honesty here.
It's been crazy at
Skew it a
work.
little bit. But
It's been extremely, super, super crazy. Hence the reason why I've been banging my head against the walls
okay.
in the living room.
Got it. Okay.
And things are calming down, and I think that we'll be able to get it together soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the only feedback that we have are people sending in what they liked as far as holiday traditions. And a lot of it is what they like to watch.
And we got an email from Blue, right?
Yes, and we got an email from Blue, and we'll read. Do you want to read that now, actually? Because that's a good idea.
Do it.
Because she sent that email in, that shout out at tfwmovies.com.
If you want me to read it now, I can read it now.
Read it.
Oh, yeah, read it now.
Do it.
Okay, give me a second to pull it up. Come on, phone, do your job.
Yeah. Come on, Mr. Phone. Unless it's a Mrs. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's probably...
For all of you that are moviegoers and NFL fans, the Los Angeles Rams just beat the Kansas City Chiefs and now are number 1 in the league.
Way to go, man goats.
Yes.
They just played the 3rd highest scoring game in NFL history.
Oh, wow. Only the 3rd?
They broke 100 points.
Wait, who's this?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Rams and the Chiefs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, the Raiders won this last week.
By 1 point against the other worst team in the NFL.
Right, the Cardinals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea. Oh, that is foreign to me.
Got a whole lot of nothing on that. Go sports ball teams! I only follow baseball and like weird Olympic sports, like curling.
To get some theater people like completely out of their league by talking about sports.
Yeah. Another league.
This should be a segment on the show.
Hey, when it comes to baseball, I can talk an hour, but football,
I can't talk about baseball.
Too much math for me.
Math. That's right.
My brother yelled at me. No, I don't want to go on the football kick right now.
Yeah. We want to hear what
yes, Diana has stuff to say about Overlord.
Yeah, let's hear her stuff.
Okay, so Blue Diana sent us an email on Monday. Wait, that's today!
That is today. That's right.
Look at that. Amazing.
It's been a long week.
It says, hi, TFW. Overlord is fun. Even though the beginning was emotionally gutting. Ooh, I'm sorry.
No.
You'll see some familiar tropes and character types, but they are all written well and refreshingly enough that you can still get behind them. It's a surprisingly tight script. Oh, that's always good to hear. The historical setting to this story is fantastic. The action is well-paced, and the character development is all around better than expected. And, where'd it go? The dialogue is good and not campy. I was invested in pretty much all of the characters, who were delivered by competent actors. Certain plot elements may seem somewhat silly until you realize that you need that point C to get to point D and E. And so, that little bit of predictability is not much of an issue. This genre movie delivers, especially if you realize that some sources may be erroneously, points for that one, Blue, erroneously calling it a zombie movie, when it is entirely not so. There's a delicious amount of satisfying schlock without it being overdone, and some gorgeous gore by way of generous practical effects, makeup, and CGI that are the stuff of horror movie lovers' dreams. What I really appreciate about this movie is that it isn't trying to be campy, even though it embraces a little bit of that satire at times. It's fun while still respecting what it's trying to say enough that you can take it seriously without questioning yourself. Lastly, the familiarity of a particular actor was impressive until we realized it was for a good reason. Very cool. Crackhead Blue. Mm-hmm. That was a really nicely written email. And you could probably take my job on this podcast. I mean, listen to you go.
I don't think she'd want to. I've talked to her. I was like, "Hey, do you want to be on the show?" She's like, "No." You know, it's funny. There were a lot of men in this film, and so I think it was men in tights script.
Oh my goodness, DJ!
That was really a stretch.
Lucas.
Yeah, I know. Hey.
That was super a stretch.
I see what you did there. Oh my goodness.
Adrian's like, wait, where are we?
I think I'm daydreaming at this point.
Thank you, and you're welcome, Blue. That was for those 2 puns there.
I mean, they were reaching, but you gave it to them, so
I had to. As soon as she said they were in tights,
I was saying like, she gave it to you.
Oh yes, she did. She handed that right to me and said, "Here, do something with it, will you?"
Yeah.
Yes. But thank you for the email, Crackhead Blue. That was really awesome.
Lovely.
I'd love to have more emails like that read up on the show, which would be really awesome.
And give us feedback on what you'd like to hear us.
Yeah.
hear us do more of, hear us do
Less
the same
of.
and
less
less
of, right.
or what you'd like changed up.
Yeah, I think we've run through Crackhead Blue's list of things she wants to know about the cast of the show. So if you have other ideas of other movies that you want to know that we like, send it in.
Yeah.
And we'll have another one at the end of the show, so you'll hear that. In the meantime, Crackhead Blue also sent a whole bunch of movies. At first, it was just like for the holiday season of Christmas, and then J.M. Strauss said, "Hey, well, what about the Halloween? I mean, that's a holiday traditional."
Because
type of
you didn't actually specify what holiday. You just said any holiday tradition film.
Yeah,
I know, because I was thinking about what I watch on Easter.
Oh, see, there you go. So
No, there's a ton of holiday.
Exactly. I got one though. When I get to mine, Penny will be like, "I don't think it's a holiday," which is probably true, but I put it on there anyway just for fun. But let's hear Crackhead Blue's list, shall we?
Yeah, do it.
And this is pretty much she mentioned one that a lot of people mentioned. So we'll start off with A Christmas Story.
Well, yeah.
Yes, A National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Definitely.
Yes. A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Of course.
Don't worry, Christmas isn't in the next title. Home Alone.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2.
There you go. Lost in New York.
Yep. Christmas with the Cranks. Ooh, I like that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I love Tim Allen.
And then her Halloween list ended up with Alien, The Thing.
Good. Oh, wait,
Fright
like the
Night.
1982 thing? Because that's the best thing.
I'm pretty sure that's the one she's talking about. And they're remaking that.
They've remade it in the past 10 years.
So many. Yes, that's true. But yeah. And then Fright Night.
Yep.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Good.
Ooh. And this one I liked. It's kind of gruesome a little bit, but American Werewolf in London. I haven't seen that in years, so I have to pull that one out again and see this one. And then another one of my favorite B horror movies, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's so awesome.
Classic.
Have you seen it?
No,
Oh, my gosh. You've never heard of it?
No.
It's like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
That's another good one. So,
and Army of Darkness. Throw that
there's a
too.
plane flying by.
This is a loud neighborhood.
It is.
I'm really complaining today.
You are.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay.
But that's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
We can catch up too.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could be the little kid out of Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So it sounds like we kind of lost Beth on this one.
I'm
Hopefully
right
she'll
here.
be back on.
Did she? Oh, did we lose her?
Yeah, it says she's still on there, but I'm not sure.
She's
Oh,
probably
for the
talking to
love
herself
of
right
mud,
now.
you guys.
Could be. Very well
She's
could
going to
be.
super punch you in the mouth.
Oh dear. But while she's getting ready to come on, hopefully
Yeah,
she'll
'cause it's
she'll
totally
come
me
right
doing
back on
it.
here in a second. But teacher J.M. Strauss, he had a bunch. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Get it done.
New Year's Eve.
That's like a movie?
Yeah, that's a movie.
Oh, I didn't know you heard that one.
Yeah. Polar Express.
Good.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Of course.
But I'm not sure which one. I think that might be the animated one or the Jim Carrey one. I think it's the animated one. I talked to him a little bit. I think it's that one, the one back in the day. The Santa
one?
Claus, Tim Allen, right?
Tim Allen,
there
yeah.
you go. Home Alone,
Good.
and It's a Wonderful Life. He's
Aw,
Can we
classic.
put that in there?
Life.
I was like, yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. Go for it.
Do it.
All right, Beth. We just finished.
I heard
It's a
exactly.
Wonderful
I know
Life.
exactly where you were, man.
Yes.
Yes. It's a Wonderful
Right.
Life is a classic Christmas movie.
Right. And so he added Halloween films.
Good.
And so he added Hocus Pocus,
Perfect.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Sweeney Todd,
Aw, yeah.
Corpse Bride.
Good.
That's a great one. And Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, a lot of Johnny Depp in all those.
I was thinking the same thing. Look at there's Johnny Depp.
That's just a pile of Tim Burton movies.
Right? Oh, my gosh. Well, yeah, Tim Burton all the way down, right? From Nightmare?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, good taste. I really enjoy that. So we also have, from my alumni group, yes, Lauren, she says, Christmas with the Cranks. And she even added, she was like, full of hilarious holiday traditions with honey ham, Frosty on the roof, and annual Christmas party.
Aw.
Let's see, Rob, he was on our show, Rob from Rob's Rockin' Barbecue. He said A Christmas Story. Mm-hmm. And then he also said Die Hard.
Yeah, one of the best Christmas movies ever.
Absolutely. So, great one there. Lisa, she went onto our Facebook page and mentioned A Christmas Story.
Everyone likes A Christmas Story.
I know. And then she also added a little anecdote there. She says, the kids go to bed, and then the parents, I added, help Santa, put the presents out. So, and this has always been a holiday tradition, and I keep it going with my kids.
Aww.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, Rudolph. Oh, sorry, I didn't say who it was.
Who, me?
Isn't that helpful?
Oh,
That
is Beth, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, she's still here. It's this thing here. Okay, Susan. She on the Facebook page said Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 1964 with Burl Ives.
Yeah, the claymation one.
Yeah.
Oh, my cat is actually named after the Abominable Snowman in that one.
Oh, rock on.
Yeah, her
that's
name
cool.
is Bumble, because Bumble's bounce, and when she was kitten, she looked like the Bumble.
Yeah.
I also did make a comment today that I might name my next dog Yukon Cornelius.
Oh, that's cool.
Guess
That'd be a great name. Yeah. And she also mentioned A Christmas Story.
Very
That's
good.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. So, from, guy we thank all the time, Joshua Struthers, he mentioned Christmas Vacation.
Good.
Duh. And then he also said Yogi's First Christmas.
Ah.
Yeah. So, okay. I don't remember that one. I mean, I think I've seen it, so I might have to see it again.
You probably should.
Yeah. All right. So thank you, everybody, for all those fancy movies about tradition and all that great stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Lots of great movies. Holy moly. So it's time for Get to Know the Cast. What are our favorite holiday tradition films?
I'm seeing Bad Santa in my future.
Oh, okay. Bad Santa's in your future.
Well, I'm just calling that's on someone's list.
Got it. Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
I go first a lot. Okay. So Addams Family is one of my favorites. National Lampoon's Vacation, because, Vacation is a traditional thing, and I have to say it's the entire franchise.
Yeah.
It's I don't know what else to say. That goes the same with Addams Family, the whole franchise.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And then Die Hard, also, the whole franchise, because it's all about whatever's going on during that traditional time. I mean, the last one, what is it? 4th of July, on Independence Day, whatever.
Right.
Which Independence Day is another great one, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little alien, but I still loved it.
Well, yeah, it's fun. It's a summer blockbuster for your summertime.
Exactly. And, another fun one came out this year, and I thought it was pretty funny. It was a comedy, and I was like, Blockers.
Mm.
And you know what I meant? What I said? The tradition is prom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying by you're not sure it's a holiday.
Talking about family or holiday traditions?
Well, I mean, because I know Penny's argued, like, it's not a holiday, but, maybe some people think prom was a holiday. I mean, the day you get crowned... No, it's not. That's homecoming. Well, sometimes I stretch them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little. Yeah. So, and then I was going to go... I also was thinking... The Breakfast Club, because there's a lot of traditions in detention. I mean, I don't think I never had detention, but never mind. I'm stretching that one way too far.
That's a little stretchy, but okay.
Who wants to go next? Jimmy, Beth, Adrian.
I like to watch at Christmas. I like to watch Christmas Story, of course. Elf.
Oh yeah, Elf. Oh yes.
White Christmas is my. Okay, so there are 3 that are like my favorite Christmas movie. Just all 3 of them. It's like Elf, White Christmas, and Scrooged.
Oh.
Which, if you need a little more Halloween in your Christmas, Scrooged is the way to go. Also Tim Burton, Bill Murray, hysterical.
Right.
Yes.
Very good movie. Even like for the TV commercials alone in that movie. The night the reindeer died. It's so funny. And then if we're going into other holidays, for Thanksgiving when I was a kid, we had this old VHS tape that was like the Berenstain Bears meet Big Paw.
Oh.
And
okay.
Like I even sing the song now from the beginning credits when my dog walks around because he's got big paws and he goes like tromping around. But that's
how
really
does it
fun.
go?
I'm not going to do it. You're not going to trick me into that, DJ. It's not going to happen.
Oh, darn it!
Nope. And every Easter we watch the 10 Commandments the musical, which is terrible.
Okay,
but it's so good bad. It's the kind of movie you watch it and you're like, ooh, that's like 2 hours of my life I'll never get back, but I've given it away willingly.
And you did it multiple times.
Oh, every year. And we also generally watch zombie movies on Easter, too. I mean...
Okay.
Just for the coming back to life aspect.
There you go. What was the last zombie movie you watched for that?
Oh, usually we watch Shaun of the Dead. And,
oh, okay.
Like the old Romero ones, like Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear that they're going to redo Night of the Living Dead?
They always are.
I know. They always are.
And I will pay money to go see it. That's just the way it is.
Yep. Cool. All right, Jimmy. What do you got for us?
Well, I have 2. Well, 3. One is A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Pretty much a staple. And then Scrooged.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love
because it's so good.
Because I just love it. I love Scrooged. And Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thanksgiving.
John Candy is he was just an amazing actor, a comedian.
Yeah, let's pour one out for John Candy.
Oh, yeah.
The lake that they filmed that on is a lake by where I grew up.
Oh, cool.
Really? Mm-hmm. Not Eldred County?
No,
another area. Okay.
It's called Bass Lake, California.
Oh, okay. No, Bass Lake. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Wow.
Isn't that in El Dorado County?
No.
We have Bass Lake Road.
You do, but that Bass Lake you couldn't put a boat on.
Yeah. That's double true.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Those are good. Short but sweet.
All right.
Adrian, holiday favorites, holiday traditions.
Santa Claus.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Yeah. And
wait,
every
do you mean the
Chevy
Santa
Chase
Claus is
movie.
Staying Alive, or actually the movie Staying Alive with John Travolta?
No, not Staying Alive.
Or Adrian just staying
Santa Claus
alive.
Staying
Looks
Alive.
like he's about to die.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, got it. Do we have to put you to bed again this week?
Oh,
who knows? Maybe. What else? Oh, every Chevy Chase movie.
Every like Caddyshack.
Like all of them. I don't know what it is about Chevy Chase.
Dude, I've got a Caddyshack story.
They all of them, even the one where they made the vacation in Vegas, still reminds me of Christmas for some reason.
Okay,
Just Chevy Chase, because even then it was just one of them that was about Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep.
For some reason, all of them.
The National Vancouver. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And The Grinch That Stole Christmas by Jim Carrey.
With Jim Carrey in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. Cool. That was Ron Howard. That was who directed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Where are you, Christmas?
Oh. Well, at least we got somebody to sing out of this show.
Take it like a man. I'm not going to sing the song.
Thanks. All right, let's hear your story.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So Jacob, my son Jacob, and I were after church taking sacrament to people that are homebound, and we went to one home, and there was like gopher holes all in the front yard, and I couldn't help myself but think about Caddyshack. I started plotting out where Bill Murray would stick the little dynamite.
Mr. Rabbit and Mr. Squirrel.
Yes.
Just dropping in for a visit.
I had no idea why that came to my mind, but now that Adrian brought up
Chevy Chase
and DJ brought up Caddyshack, I'm like, what the hell?
And you know what? All of Bill Murray's stuff was ad-libbed. Every single thing he did was ad-libbed on that. That's just amazing.
He is a pretty good actor.
It's not until just recently that I realized that actors ad-lib on camera.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, it happens in theater and all these other things, but then I was like, I mean, I remember people saying, we can't do that because it's a waste of film. We need to stick to the script or stick to this. Oh, no. I mean, ad-libbing just is so much more fun. I mean, we should make our own film all ad-libbed. We just have an idea of a plot.
We ad-lib every Monday night.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't this ad-libbed enough for you?
That's true. So there's semi-scripted, but
there's a movie that I'm not sure. Maybe
scripted.
Someone brought it up. Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Oh, Jingle All the Way.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Good call,
hunting down the toy.
Yeah, stupid toy for his son.
Yeah,
He literally, like, does everything for the stupid toy.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I would
everything.
I prefer to think of it as doing everything he can for the love of his son.
For the love of his son.
Okay, that
that's
makes
a better
I mean,
way of putting
granted,
it.
a stupid toy, but, he's doing it to make his kid happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's how much he loved his son.
That's
Yeah.
right. He will do all this ridiculous crap.
What an archetype. He's sacrificing his own time and his body and all of his
And his
talent
dignity. His dignity was
for the
sacrificed.
benefit of his child.
Don't you just, like, drop kick your dignity out the window when you have kids?
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm going to pick up this poop nugget with my hand. Well, I'm a parent now.
I did that with a cat just 20 minutes ago.
Well, see, the thing is I just didn't have any dignity even to start with, so that made it really easy.
Yeah, there you go.
I grew up on a farm.
Yeah,
Dude, I feel like my next step in life is having kids. I feel like I'm the epitome of what a 30-year-old man is right now. And I think next it's kids. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just looking at
I
myself.
think probably
right now.
the next step would be get a girlfriend.
Oh, that's in the pretty good making right now.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm just saying it's hard to. I'm gonna have kids. Also, I
Next, she
should
just got to
probably
get
meet someone.
pregnant.
There
I'm just putting it out here on the podcast. I
Yeah.
know there's a big listenership.
Right.
Any eligible bachelorettes who are interested in having some kids.
Well, but there are a lot of ladies that you're like, hey, I want to be a single mom, and maybe you might want to just be a single dad.
No.
I guess that's true. You can do that.
I'm good on that life.
Why can't it go that way?
That says we can do that.
I mean, to each their own, but my point
Right.
is, in his current epitome of a 30-year-old man situation, adoption probably isn't really a thing for him.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Not at the moment. I'm
Right.
just saying it takes two to have a baby.
Right.
So
and then
that's your
it's
next
look
step.
who's talking. Right?
Yeah, right.
The next thing you know, you're John Travolta and is it Shelley Long?
I look like John Travolta right now, don't I?
I wasn't gonna go there.
Not really.
No. I don't see it at all.
Not usually.
No.
No. Mm-mm. Good try though.
Yeah.
You still have Adam Driver as a maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about as good as it gets.
It's like,
Beth made the noise. It's time to move on.
I see what they're saying.
It's not them.
Oh, by the way, today's Adam Driver's birthday.
no
Oh
way.
yay!
It
That's
is.
right.
That just made my life better right there.
See, happy birthday, Adam Driver.
Cool, Adam Driver, is he 30?
He's 35.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I still have hope.
Oh yeah, you still have hope.
What?
We had a different job.
Don't tell me that.
Oh, sorry.
God, I love
So
my
makes
job.
sense what is going on right now. So,
That's true. That's true.
moving
Happy birthday,
on.
Adam Driver.
Happy
That's
birthday,
right.
Adam Driver.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Let's go into what we go into every week here with
Stuff for putting in her eyes.
yeah. Thank you.
All right,
I love it.
I love it. To the point. This is why I love Jimmy. He's straight to the point.
But there's no showmanship there. It's just like, oh, stuff you're putting on the eyes. Yep.
That is showmanship.
Oh,
there,
that's
Junior.
Oh, that's right. What is it? NPR. That's what it is. Wow. Anyway, let's start off with the wonderful film that we went and saw. Oh, Adrian didn't make it. Dr. Seuss's The Grinch.
Oh my gosh, I didn't make it to that
You
one.
didn't. You were busy. I don't know what you did, but you were working like a crazy man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banging my head against the wall.
Oh boy. So so Jimmy, so tell us what did you think of The Grinch? Sorry, I was going to throw in my own thoughts, but let's
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say they don't really need another Grinch movie.
Really? Because this new Robin Hood movie is coming out, and they make
I know.
500 different Peter Pan movies, and
Right.
they're just
right.
going to keep making them. So you just have to judge them
That's
on their
true.
own merits.
As long as someone is buying it, they'll be making it.
Yeah, that's true. And that's right. It was number 1 last week. Is that right?
Yep.
Was that what it was? Wow. Wow. I loved this film, and I don't think we needed another one, but there were a few things that I didn't like about it.
Oh.
Like Benedict Cumberbatch.
I think you're mispronouncing his name, isn't it? Bucket Crunderdunder?
That's right. That's what it is. I totally mispronounced that. Everybody mispronounces it. And he played the Grinch.
Of course.
And he did pretty well with the voice thing. I think he kind of nailed it.
Well, he's done voiceover before.
Yeah. Everybody else, though, they didn't really sound like Whovians. You know, it didn't sound like...
So
Doctor Who
if
fans?
you're-
That's tricky.
if you're comparing it to the Jim Carrey,
Well, he's
No.
contractually obligated through his wedding vows to like that one the best, because Penny will
Of
murder him in
course.
his sleep if he chooses
Exactly.
a Grinch over Jim Carrey.
Right, exactly. But no. I think that I also compare it to the the
original?
cartoon from back in the
Yeah.
day, the Dr. Seuss, and to me, those voices, like
Boris
they were
Karloff?
changed. Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the
Classic.
Whovians. Yeah.
Okay,
and
you
so,
keep saying Whovian.
Whovian. They're Whoville
Whovians
people.
are people who like Doctor Who.
Oh, are they?
The Who's of Whoville.
Okay.
It's a different thing.
Whovillians?
Just Who's.
The Who's.
He stood up on the
Who's.
hillside hating the Who's.
The Who's, that's right. So the Who's, they just had to have something. And here's the other thing: Angela Lansbury.
Angela
I can't say her
Lansbury?
name. Thank you. Angela Lansbury was in this film.
Cool.
She played the mayor, but she did not. Her character, the drawing, the caricature did not match that voice at all.
Huh.
Yeah, it was.
I think you went in with too many preconceived notions because when
I
I
did.
went in, I actually found the movie absolutely refreshing because it took out all those preconceived notions and just simplified everything down.
Nice.
Yeah.
There wasn't a bunch of backstory where backstory didn't need to be. There wasn't a bunch of pomp and circumstance. It was, this is what he did, this is what happened. And you didn't, I didn't feel like I went on this huge journey to get to the end of the road that I knew what was going to happen.
Got it.
But it was concise. That's what I liked about it. The movie was much more concise than any other Grinch movie.
I don't know. The half-an-hour version was a lot more concise. I mean, even the Jim Carrey one, they didn't really need to do because they added extra stuff.
Right.
So, I mean, you're going to get stuff added if you're going to make it an hour and 20-minute movie.
Right.
Right. So,
Well,
I think
it didn't feel like they added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It felt like it was just a well-developed story that didn't have excessive fluff.
Yeah.
All the random bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
And right?
That's true.
Yeah.
There's that whole
Pantukas
scene in the
and-
cartoon.
The Pantukas and whatever
Yeah.
else.
And I think that's one of the things that disappointed me is that it wasn't all
It wasn't Super
animated.
Susie?
Yes. And I mean there was a little bit of the fourth wall breaking. And that I love. So I'm grateful that was some of its saving grace to me. And of course the narrator, I love narrating stuff. And then I was a little disappointed because, traditionally in the book, in the other movie with Jim Carrey or whatever, he steals the tree, like the big tree for the town tree. And in this one, he didn't actually steal the tree. So I thought that was an interesting little thing. I don't know why that's important to me, but it's important to me. Steal the darn tree! Anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He didn't try to steal the tree?
No, he didn't. I thought that was weird.
I actually like Cindy Lou Who and her family.
In this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they were super real. And
Yeah.
You didn't think they were real in the last one?
no.
That's the thing. I don't want them to be real.
Oh, really?
I think they shouldn't be real.
He wants them to be
they were
Who's
too
down in
real.
Whoville.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is that none of it felt forced. That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
that's a good place to come from for a
I guess so. Yeah,
movie.
that's true. I mean, it didn't seem forced. I don't think any of it seemed forced.
That's what I liked about this
Okay.
film compared to the Jim Carrey and the previous.
Yeah.
There was a lot of force. Like, seriously?
Yeah.
okay.
Like, were they too nice in the Jim Carrey one, or
They were too
Fake Zeus?
like snowflakey,
Right.
or too sinister, evil, yucky people.
But
this one was
So
just
you're
like,
saying the pendulum
I'm
was
evil.
either one side or the other. There was no
Right.
in between.
Right. Yeah.
But, the Jim
I
Carrey
see.
one won an Oscar.
That's okay.
Ah. Can you guess in what?
Good answer, Jim.
There's a lot of really movies that that didn't care for that have won Oscars.
Best makeup.
So
Surprise! That's a lot of hair away on that.
That is
Best makeup.
Yeah. But hey, and Cindy Lou Who, I think that voice, she did all right. It was Cameron Seeley, from The Greatest Showman, the little girl in that. Yeah.
Aww.
So, and then the narrator was Pharrell Williams. So Pharrell.
Because he's
Thank
so
you.
happy.
I always say it wrong. I know.
he's not
Because
Pharrell.
he's so happy. Yeah.
He's Pharrell.
Pharrell.
Like for real, Pharrell.
Only different.
I'm Pharrell.
That's right.
You are Pharrell.
Anyway.
You're like a feral cat.
But overall, I love this film about So the one of the guys I thought was totally going to be Santa Claus at the end, but actually wasn't. So that was kind of cool, and there was just it was funny. I think they did.
What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene? There were some really good ones. I'm trying to think. The little reindeer and the goat. The goat was probably my favorite. The goat that just
Screamed
scared all the other. Yes, yes. I think that if they added 2 more goat screamings, I would probably have raised the bar on this film.
Really?
So yes,
You want them to beat the dead horse joke of the movie more.
Yes,
Got it.
Yes, I do.
He was hoping for more cheese, and I was happy there was less cheese.
Right. So I have not viewed this film, but I saw a trailer where they had the goat screaming, and I was just like, "Oof,
Yes.
that's a lot of goat screaming."
I
So I totally,
I agree.
Yeah, I see what's going on here. I'm catching the
Yes.
drift.
See,
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying it wasn't campy enough. It wasn't.
It was not cheese ball.
It wasn't cheese ball enough. I think it should have been cheese ball. But hey, overall, 6 out of 10. I give it.
Okay.
6 out of 10.
Good. That's a good one.
My favorite scene was Cindy Lou Who going up to the Grinch and saying, "Come on down."
That
It
a
was
good
so
scene.
straightforward. There was no. It was awesome. That was my favorite scene, and I actually give it. I give it 8 out of 10.
Wow.
Cool.
I wouldn't expect you to like this movie that much.
Me neither. I didn't expect to.
actually-
I went in with guns loaded, and I'm like, I'm going to shoot this thing out of the sky. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible, and it's like kind of like the opposite of what happened with Girl in the Spider's Web.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I feel like you and I have traded our souls. I feel like I'm
I
becoming.
sure hope not.
Aw.
Maybe
For
not.
your sake. For your sake, I hope we have.
I feel like I'm become more like Jimmy, and Jimmy's become more like me.
Oh my goodness.
I
Whoa.
think you've become more like each other.
Probably.
Aw, they're best friends. I love it. Aw.
Hey, listen to how happy they are that you said that.
I know.
Yeah, way to make things awkward.
Yeah, DJ.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Way to make it weird.
Moving on.
Yes. We'll leave those fantastic beasts to themselves and talk
there it
about
is.
another one. I went with Penny to see Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Oh, you did it. I'm so proud.
I did it. Yay!
You done
And
said the name right.
I did. And I was so disappointed with this film.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I know. No, I wasn't so, I guess. I should take that back because I
DJ,
really...
did you have the proverbial shitty week? Because you never...
Apparently, I guess. Why? Oh my
Because
gosh.
you like
Because this is
6
the
out of
second
10.
movie in the space of
This
20
is a
minutes that you said I didn't like.
disappointing movie.
Yes.
I didn't like. You're like movies. It was a great movie. It was fabulous.
Yeah.
All those
Weird.
adjectives are out of your
I
vocabulary.
loved this
week.
movie.
No kidding.
This movie was
maybe-
for me. What?
Well, this movie compared to a steaming pile of caca, it was
So-
a step up.
Someone in the room with him checked to see if he has a fever.
I know, right?
I think he's got high blood sugar or low blood sugar is the problem.
Right?
Yeah.
It's unregulated. Well, I went to this thinking I'm going to love it.
Did
And
you see the first one?
I did. I loved the
good.
first one. And I watched it the other day. I loved the first one.
Okay.
And I thought this next one's going to be just as cool. But you know what? It was not. And I was like, okay. I was disappointed. Maybe I need to see it again. Maybe there's something missing that I didn't see. I'm a little slow. I know this. So maybe I was missing stuff.
Have you watched or read any of the other Harry Potter stuff?
I have not. I have not. And that's probably why. So, but here's the thing. I went to watch it, and there were some parts in this film that were deleted or removed or something because there were some connections not made.
Or maybe they were just things from the other huge pantheon of world building that you missed because you haven't seen or read any of the previous material.
No. I mean, I've seen all of the Harry Potter films. I've seen them all.
You just said that you hadn't. That was weird.
I meant I haven't read them. I hadn't read them.
I love how Beth cross-examines people on the show.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So,
You're magical.
but here's my
That
point.
was funny.
Here's my point. And, I'm not the only one who thinks this. So I was talking to another Harry Potter fan, somebody that loves all these things, and they agreed with my assessment is that they left a lot of stuff out, and they didn't focus on the story. They focused on the third movie, which makes no sense to me because I wanted to see this story.
Because it hasn't happened yet, that third
Right.
movie.
Exactly. So apparently this was more of a setup for the third movie, and there's a spot where everybody's disappearing, and I was like, wait, what's going on here? They ended up at the school, Hogwarts, and I'm like, how did they end up there, and how long has it been? Was it immediate, or was it just like a couple of weeks? What's going on here? So there's a few things that are just kind of, what's with this film? It was beautiful.
Of course.
I think that there could have been a little bit more magic, because I don't think there was enough magic to it. I liked that there were some fantastic beasts and one that saves the day, and it's just, but it was missing something, and I wanted to give it a 7, but I was going to watch it before I did that, so it's a 6 again, another 6.
Wow.
So I have a question. The first Fantastic Beasts,
Yes.
we watched the day that I actually passed the bar, but thought I did not pass the bar.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
And I was so crapped out. I honestly, I know I went.
Yeah.
I know I sat in the seat.
Yeah.
I know I didn't eat any popcorn. I know I drank a crap ton
Yeah. Oh, I remember that day.
of Mr. Pibb, and I know that I went home. Somehow I got home and I slept, and I woke up the next morning. It was still the same crappy nightmare.
Aw.
I don't remember the movie at all.
Oh, okay.
Zero.
See, I'm super
movie is
hyper
this?
aware of the movie because I saw it on what is probably the worst date I've ever been on.
Ah.
Oh,
no.
man.
So I was just like, focus on the movie, focus on the movie, focus on the movie.
So we had a somewhat similar. Have you watched it since?
Oh yeah, I've seen it several times since. I really liked
yeah.
the movie, the first one.
I did too.
I just didn't like
so
the guy
awesome.
I went and saw it with.
I'm afraid of the emotional thing. Like, I guess I need to just put on my big boy underoos and just
Go see it.
watch it. We have it.
Yeah, we have it. You should just
But,
watch it.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
It was like one of the most empty feelings in my life.
Yeah.
Aw.
And that's the marker of that day.
Right.
That
I can't
sucks.
even. I know it's called Fantastic Beasts, but I have no idea the rest of the title.
Okay. And the Fantastic Beasts. What is the title? Fantastic
Where to
Beasts
Find
and
Them?
Where to Find Them. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So, you should watch it. You
Yeah,
should.
I think I will watch it and then go and watch this. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I still thought Eddie playing Newt, I think he still did a great job. Yes, he did great. I enjoyed the Catherine Watson character, Tina.
Yeah.
Was it Tina? Yeah. And that was good. And then I really like Jacob the Nomad. I think he could add a lot more to the story if they just kept the story connected. Mm-hmm. I don't think they did enough with Grindelwald. Grindelwald? I said it wrong. Grindelwald. Because I don't know what happened with this film, but I don't think they put enough thought into it. I think they put more thought into how they're going to do the next film.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to keep up with Marvel and DC because that's all that those movies are doing is
trilogy. Yeah,
it's like super setup, super setup, super setup. Look what we did before, super setup.
Yeah, yeah. I think I have a review from somebody with that too. Tell you in a second. Seconds almost up, and I don't have it in that one. Sorry, wrong text message. I know. Man, I have too much. Oh, here we go. I didn't ask him if I could read this on the air, but it says he gives it a 4 out of 5. So in our world, it would be an 8, right? He says, I like the characters' effects. The plot seemed to have been forgotten about to prepare for future movies. See, I thought the same thing. The climax of the movie was epic, which I guess maybe I need to see it again. This is why I need to see it again, because I didn't know.
That sounds like it. That sounds like we need to go see it again.
It sure does.
It sounds like you certainly think you should go see it again.
Definitely. So, and I was so sad.
Yes.
Oh, maybe I should read that.
Go see it again.
Let's do that.
I think it's a group consensus.
Yeah.
Maybe you should
go see it again.
I don't know. Just that.
He says Jude Law was a little underused, but somehow he looked very much like a younger Dumbledore, which was true. And not sure I actually believed that is Dumbledore's brother, and also loved.
Oh wow! Way to spoil that.
Yeah.
Oh. Ow! I was trying not to read the spoilers. And
you stepped right in the middle of that puddle. You'll have to edit that out there, Junior.
Should I edit that out?
You should.
And stop it right here. Moving on.
Great.
Ooh, moving on.
So, going from that, instantly, little Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
How about a little Marky Mark?
Yeah, instant family.
He went and adopted the Funky Bunch.
He did.
Yes, he did. I love it.
This film was pretty awesome. Did you see this one, Adrian?
Instant Family?
Instant Family.
I did not.
Did not see that.
I am actually not planning on seeing that movie.
I've seen the trailer, and I gotta say, there was like 4.2 seconds of a dog that looked like mine in there. Hey yo, Bernese Mountain Dog, shout out.
Penny and I were totally going, oh, it's Best Doggy. Yeah. Oh, and in the film a lot more. Good. So you'll enjoy it.
I was excited to see that.
Yep. Meatball, yes, Meatball is cool.
The dog's name is Meatball.
Yes, his name is
awesome.
Meatball. Right. So what do you think? Not Adrian, Jimmy.
Well, I really liked it. I thought it would be a lot tougher to watch just because my own story with my family.
Yeah.
And it brought back a lot of memories and a lot of that struggle of holy crap, watching your kids like try to figure out what the crap is going on.
Yeah.
And having at least one of them hold on to the past and try to do everything they can, and like almost the same, where one is like trying to write the story for the parent and the reunification not happening, and almost textbook to the movie. My favorite scenes there was a few favorite scenes were definitely in the foster parent support group.
Oh, yeah.
Because as a foster parent in those support groups, I so wanted to say all that kind of crap to the other people. Like, are really?
Yeah.
No, it's a really good movie.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it's a little predictable. There's a couple spots where the crisis that comes out to unifying the group and all that kind of corny, happy, everyone kumbaya. But overall, good movie. Mark Wahlberg's always good. It's hard to have a Mark Wahlberg movie that's complete crap.
Good.
He's good.
He's good. He's a good guy.
He played a great role in this one.
Yeah.
Played a really great role. Rose Byrne, she really owned.
Oh yeah.
I like her.
That mom thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
she did.
sweet.
That was. I was going in expecting some sort of a, and here it is thinking, I'm going to hate it because of this. They're going to do something cheesy, like I was going to say, they're going to go through this thing where they have to band together, or they're going to lose the kids, and I was like, it's going to be horrible cheese, and they did something completely different that I wasn't even expecting.
Okay, so
I was like, kudos for this.
I have
the
a
really
question
cool part
for you.
is that it's based on an actual story of a family and how they came together. So that again was really cool with the foster adopt situation.
And going through with what you guys have gone through, and then seeing this film, oh my gosh, life is a comedy.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
didn't know
just
that?
some of the things that happened. I mean, I don't know how much of that was true or embellished or whatever, but I'm sure that most of it was true, that these things happened.
Yeah, there was a lot of triggering moments for me. There was where the oldest daughter, Lizzie, is just yelling, and I remember a very spirited discussion with one of my daughters in our kitchen, and yelling at her, go ahead, say it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I am an asshole. Go ahead, say it. And she broke down and started crying, and she started screaming, you're an asshole. And I'm like, perfect. And that was a total breakthrough.
Yeah.
Because from that point on, she knew she could tell me whatever it was.
Yeah.
And, I mean, even to this day, she still likes to call me an asshole, but...
Yeah.
Aw, that's love.
It's not the one you're thinking of either, Adrian.
So what would be your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is where there's two of the foster care workers that run the program, where
they were hilarious.
The black lady, and I'm drawing a blank on her name. She's from Hidden Figures and
yes,
all kinds of movies. Very powerful artist. Calls out the oldest daughter, Lizzie, on forcing her mom to reunify with them. That was my favorite scene.
Yeah, it's Octavia Spencer.
Filling out all her paperwork for her. And
I loved the mom. The grandma, the one that was
Grandma Sandy.
Yes, Grandma Sandy. She was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I don't see the gal's name. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Who are you talking
Octavia?
about?
Is it Octavia?
I think it is
Octavia
Spencer. She played
said
Karen.
that.
Yeah,
I said that
Octavia.
a while
and
ago,
then,
but can you not hear me
Tig
again?
played Sharon. The two
Tig
gals.
Notaro.
Yeah. So
who's a great.
Oh gosh,
what a great comedian.
Yeah, they're awesome. One of the things that I thought was amazing, Joan Cusack was in it. She had a little cameo, which was really cool. And then so did, I'm blanking on her name, but another great from there.
Well, tell me who
and
you're
I can't
talking
think
about.
of her name. And I'm looking it up right now. I don't see it. The poor kid who played Charlie, they thought was Jacob, was hilarious. The redheaded guy.
Right.
Oh, poor kid. Oh well, I don't see who the other cameo was. But you know what? I think it was the gal who played Sandy. Oh no, Julie Haggerty played Jan. She played the grandma that got stuff put all over her face.
Oh yeah.
So,
kind of like Adrian.
So yeah, that was good.
Hey Beth, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'll fix that in 2 seconds.
You guys
Hello.
can't hear me.
She back.
All right, gotcha.
She back.
Yay!
It was
Oh,
Octavia
way more
Spencer.
clear too. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I said that a while ago, but you guys
You
didn't hear
did.
me.
Thank you.
Margot Martindale is the one that you were thinking of.
Oh, okay.
The one that I really liked too was the judge, Valente Rodriguez.
Oh yeah.
I just love.
But no, it was Julie Haggerty. This is the one I was thinking of. Grandma, yeah. No, she's the one with the pirate face, the Sharpie. You know her from Airplane, if you ever saw her in that film. Yeah, she was awesome. And then of course, like I said, Joan Cusack, absolutely hilarious actress. She was the one where near the end in the house.
Would you like to come in? I've made some fresh pies.
Yes, that gal, pretty awesome.
Yeah, I actually give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
Ooh.
me too. It was funny. I mean, and heartwarming. It was really nice. So recommend that one. Go see.
I would give it a 6 unseen for the dog.
Ah, okay.
When you see Meatball, you're going to crank that thing up to a 9.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
of it. Also,
Yeah.
I have it on good authority the dog doesn't die, so
Right.
that's like,
Really?
woo, super bonus.
You know what is absolutely hilarious? At the end of the credits, I was sitting there with my wife, and I go, another interesting point is that no animals were harmed in the making of this movie, because it does that whole thing at the end.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny that you bring that up.
Yeah, people would die.
Yeah.
They don't like that anymore. Back in
No.
the olden days when they used to use tripwires to make horses fall down, that was okay. But now people don't like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, there was a dog in the next film we're going to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Widows.
Oh.
And the whole time, Penny was... no.
Oh, okay, cool.
No.
Awesome. Bring it on.
Yeah.
No dogs died this week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No dogs did. Yeah. But that one was... Penny and I got to go see that today. It took us a while because it appears that the projectionist forgot to turn on the film. So we're sitting in the film with nothing. So there was no pre-show stuff. There was no... And so...
Not a bad thing.
Yeah, and then... but then, like, when the film starts... No film.
It was
Dark. That's all it was.
so if it wasn't a silent film,
No, wasn't a silent film, and it wasn't
it was a blind film.
not even that. There was no noise.
Oh dear.
Zero noise. It
There
was
just
So it
no
was a
film.
deaf blind film.
yes, yeah, deaf blind film. There was no trailer. There was no anything.
It was like being lost in a dark void.
Yeah. Not even any advertisements. Holy moly! So we were sitting in there for like 20 minutes waiting for a film.
Did they bring your food?
No food. They didn't bring food. The manager comes in and says, "We'll have it for you in just a moment," and it turns on.
Yeah, because when I watched this movie, it took 45 minutes to have my food.
I think this film is jinxed.
I think it is.
Oh my gosh!
I had a wonderful experience.
There you go.
Adrian sat next to a person that was snoring through the whole movie.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, I mean it wasn't bad.
Wow.
I think I smelled some feet at one point in the movie, but
Really?
yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
The movie was alright.
Okay. All right. The movie was all right. Okay. Well, I haven't heard from you in a while, so let's tell us a little bit about this film.
It was a good movie. It was all right. It wasn't what I expected. I expected it to be a little bit more hard. Like, butt kicking.
Okay. Like more action.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it. There's something missing.
Something missing.
There was a hook that was missing.
Okay.
Right, Jimmy? Was there just something was missing?
I thought
Maybe it wasn't a good soundtrack. I don't know.
There wasn't much of a soundtrack.
Because in the trailer there was a really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
And in the movie, I don't know why I'm big on that. In the movie, there wasn't. So what were you saying, Jimmy? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I think that probably the issue for me was, we didn't get our food.
You were focused on your food.
Well, no, it was irritating because I was starving. I was like, oh my gosh.
That'll ruin a film.
Yeah, well, because they didn't eat dinner at the house. They're like, oh, we're just going to eat dinner at the movie theaters. Okay. And so they were like so prepped and ready for this dinner at the movie theaters, and then it just wasn't coming.
Got
it. I ate at home. I was smart.
Yeah, hey, you were full. You the only thing ruined your movie.
We're dumbasses compared to you now.
I didn't say it, but I'm just kidding.
You can agree with them if you want. That's fine.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Like they say in
not wrong.
Right. They say in Wreck-It Ralph. Well, you're not wrong. Okay. I liked this film. I thought it was excellent. It was very artistic.
Oh.
There were some shots that I thought were one that I thought was really strange, but I was like, okay. Well,
wait, which shot was that? Is it a spoiler? Don't tell us.
No, not a spoiler per se, but these two people get into a car and the car drives along, but you don't see the people and they're having a conversation. And they just keep going and going and going. And,
that was weird.
But you don't see them.
What was up with that?
I don't. You know what?
Was it for artistic value?
I think it was artistic value because it just went from one spot to the house, one continuous scene.
I know the point. I get the point. Actually, it just came to me.
What was it?
You had to see how pretentious this guy that was running for governor is.
Yeah.
He was so pretentious that he actually...
Alderman,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He got, this house that wasn't far from the neighborhood to make it seem like he was relatable to these people just so he can win the election.
Yeah, he was being accosted by some guy, reporter, and all these other ladies in the background, who are now business owners. It was just a few people, though. It was like... When the car started pulling away and they were having the conversation, I wasn't actually paying attention to the conversation. I was counting the number of people that were in the background going, boy, they didn't pay a lot for those extras because they should have had a lot more people. But then I was thinking, no, it shows how dilapidated the town is or that area is.
Right.
And that it was just for fluff is all it was.
So I want to clarify for the audience. There was a camera sitting on the dashboard of the car, and all you could see was the neighborhood as the car was driving. So you see house by house by house. Each house was passing. You see how...
I was on the hood.
Yeah, or the hood.
Yeah.
And you can see how old this neighborhood was, and you can hear two people talking in the background.
Yeah.
And you're under the assumption that these two people are inside the car.
Well, yeah, you watch them get in the car.
Right.
So,
did you watch them get in the car? I don't remember that part.
Yeah, so they get in the car. So the shot is in front of the car. They get into the car, boom, and then the car starts driving. And then they're having the conversation. And the camera pans a little bit to the right. So now we can see a little glimpse of the driver.
I didn't see no driver.
Yeah, well, it was hard to see because they didn't use a polarized lens for the camera. So the polarized lens, you'd be able to see right through the window, but it was all reflection. So you could see the houses and all that stuff. And so it pans over to the right, and boom, he parks in front of this beautiful home, and that's where they get out. Just down the street. They could have walked there. I mean, that's how short this little scene was. The whole movie we're talking about this little tiny scene where there's a car. But anyway...
Yeah, I think we're getting too wrapped up on this.
I know, but it was so weird. It was weird. I thought it was weird. But it was cool, too, because it was
So they just showed
Yeah.
the blight, and then they showed luxury. So
Yes. Yeah.
it showed the intent of the current political angst of certain people with gentrification, et cetera, et cetera. And
Yeah. Yeah. The loudest no I've heard in my life. Wrong film.
that was not in the film.
There was just
I'm just hearing this, and I'm like, anytime I hear background noise, I think of that line.
and deaf people.
And deaf people, yeah.
I did predict that one of the guys was going to be alive. Remember, I said, "Mark my words, that guy's going to be alive again," and the trailer gave it away.
No.
It did.
What?
The trailer gave it away.
How did it give it away?
Well, because there was the scene where there was the explosion where they all died, right?
Oh.
Remember that scene in the trailer? And then they go back to where he is running away when the explosion happens.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
That's
and
good
so
call,
at the
DJ.
beginning of the film where they show it happening,
Good call.
it shows him in the car. Quote unquote, in the car.
Oh.
So it was like, okay.
Well, any film that has Liam Neeson in it,
Yeah.
Is good
I
times.
mean,
Yeah.
you're going to have a hard time finding it. They have to work at making it crappy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really do, and I think the cast and the plot and the story development,
yeah.
everything was really, really on point.
Yeah. Viola Davis played the wife, widowed
Right.
wife of Liam Neeson.
Right,
Yeah.
and I think that the little bit of backstory that was in there about their son dying,
Yeah.
and those kinds of things was really good.
Yeah, it really helped with the characters because they weren't giving it away all the way at the beginning. They were like going through, and then boom, they show this, and they're like, "Oh, well, that explains why they're doing that." And then that scene with the son dying, I'm like, "Oh, that's why he flipped his lid and just kind of went crazy or doing whatever they're
Right.
doing." Yeah.
No,
So
I like the little backstory stuff.
Yeah.
with the other lady and her quinceañera shop,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then the domestic violence victim,
Yeah.
and
survivor, whatever.
the quinceanera shop lady. You know this lady from Fast and the Furious. There
Yeah,
you
she's
go.
in like almost every episode.
Yeah.
Except for one. She dies in one of them and comes back alive in the other.
I know, isn't that weird?
That was weird.
How do they do that?
Yeah. It's not episode, it's series.
I get it. Yeah, we
I
all
wanted
knew
to
what
call
you
it
meant.
an episode. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
kidding.
an episode of the whole thing.
Again. Don't
Yes.
do it again.
No, I like the also in the way the story unfolds, how they use religion as a social mask.
Oh yeah,
It was that was really
Oh.
really good.
Yeah.
And then the generational power struggle,
yes.
father to son. There was a lot of.
I was
really-
actually really relatable to this movie.
Yeah, right.
Surprisingly, I didn't like.
You vote this way because I'm telling you to vote this way.
And the religious social mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
No, it was.
I'm just kidding.
Overall,
Oh, Jesus.
I give it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
an 8.
You're really feeling peppy today.
Yeah.
Really?
I I give it an 8. It was a good film.
Yeah.
I give it a 7.85.
Uh-huh. So you gave it an 8
So you
as
gave
well.
it an 8.
All right. Yeah. All right. Very good. I enjoyed it, and the artistic part of it. I'm giving it a 9, just because of all the fancy stuff, and the audience was pretty good too.
Nice.
Yeah. The audience was hilarious, yelling at stuff when there was like. I don't know. I can't say anymore because it would be a spoiler, and I don't want to spoil any more than I've already done today.
Well, you get a good
you edited
audience.
that out, so don't worry about it.
That's true. I did edit that part out, but still, I mean, I don't want to spoil it again.
Yeah, you don't
A
have
new
to
one.
edit more.
I don't want to edit anymore. That's right.
So over it.
Yeah, but Colin Farrell did a really great rich politician, and he was that whole struggle between him and his dad pretty good. There's a lot. I can't say I didn't like this film at all. I loved it. It was good.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that much?
There was nothing I could say I didn't like.
I'm almost leaning on a 7.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got an 8. Your point system was too high.
I would give it a 7.15.
No, you wouldn't.
You already gave it a 7.85.
Yeah, so you can't go down. Yeah, you cannot go down from that. You need to go see it again. Yeah.
I flip-flopping all over the place.
You're like a politician. Oh. All right.
As long as I'm not late. Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyways,
my favorite scene is when the 3 ladies are confronted by the father. That is just by the rich politician's dad. That was one of my favorite scenes. And somebody dies in it.
What? Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I guess I shouldn't.
You should, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite scene was the slap and then the slap back.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
That was my favorite. That was a turning point.
Yes. Yeah. She was good. I liked that character. She was like coming back around.
There was a little bit of the movie I missed, and I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't know how favorite scene.
I missed a little bit of the movie, too, for the 3 trips I made to concessions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I only missed a little bit because I had to go pee.
Jackie was really funny at the end of that movie because I just stood up and she looked scared and shocked at the same time because she thought I was sitting next to you guys.
Oh.
Jackie mistook an older Filipino man for Adrian, who was sitting next to Jackie's dad, and Adrian was sitting in front of us.
Oh.
And so I stood up, she looked at him, she looked at me, and she just had this like like she thought that I'd transported or something. I don't know.
Oh no! Yeah. What are you doing over there? Oh gosh! Cool. Well, I think that's it for our movie reviews.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Look at that. We made it through that one with all the technical stuff and everything.
Yeah, thank God.
So, all right. Let's. So, Blue guessed our. What is it called? What
Challenge?
was it? Challenge. Thank you. Having trouble. There's a lot going on in this room right now.
Brain randomly stopping. Happens to me all the time.
Exactly. Me too. Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
You got it. It was a good one.
Where's it gonna sit?
It's a 2-seater.
So good.
Yes. All right. Here's the next one, and Beth isn't part of this one, so she doesn't know.
I probably know. Okay, go ahead.
You probably know. Okay, here we go.
That'd get your attention. That's right. He did it. Technology is all in the folders in front of you. You won't understand it any better than I can. Now, you can't go forward because the future hasn't happened yet. However, you can go back, and that's where things get real tricky. It turns out if you go back and you change something, it's serious. It could be catastrophic. It's like throwing a stone in a lake, and it causes ripples in the water, only now they're ripples in time. So you can't go back and kill Hitler, much as we'd all like to, because we're all...
There you go. That's a toughie. I know it's hard. Well, ish. I know. But this should have been on a show in the past. That was a good one. Anyway.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Send in your guesses. I want to know what you think. If you have to look it up, I know you might be able to, but if you don't have to.
Honor system, guys. Honor system.
Honor system. That's right. Okay. So let's move on to streaming, shall we?
Okay.
Streaming. Are you streaming something right now? I know you are.
Of course I'm streaming something right now.
Ha! What are you streaming?
I'm watching the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie on Netflix.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah. I came home from work earlier and the third one was on and I was like, oh, it's so good. Wait, now I got to start them over.
Yep. Start from the beginning.
Yep.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I love that one.
Good times.
Penny and I finished. Kidding.
Oh.
We finally finished it. It is so dark.
Oh.
This you got to see this to understand it. It is good. It'll probably be on Netflix because it's Showtime.
Right.
So, and I know Showtime's puts all their stuff on the Netflix and stuff. But oh my gosh, super good, super dark. If you don't like dark, you're not going to want to see this. And this guy goes crazy, and it's pretty awesome. And it's not like a serial killer type of dark, but it's dark.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know how I can say that, but I recommend it. Check it out. It's definitely TV mature. There's some mature situations, but not always.
Okay.
So, but anyway, good stuff. Jimmy.
Today, while I was at work, I needed some background noise.
Oh.
So I just looked on Netflix, and I found a John Leguizamo stand-up comedy act that actually had, I would say, 30 to 40% of the routine was acting.
Is this the one where the beginning, or where the front cover, he's dressed like Frida Kahlo?
Yes.
Ah.
It's called Latin History for Morons.
Yeah, that's on my list to watch.
And stand-up comedians. I love a good comedy routine. But this one was actually really, really got in the weeds on, got into the political dirt and what's going on in society dirt. It was really. I had my wife actually right now has my phone, and she's watching it.
Oh.
So she's
cool.
Enjoying it as well. But it's a cool, a very good film. I mean, I'm considering a film, not so much a stand-up routine, because he confesses his understanding of Latin history, and not just the textbook, and then how it relates to his kids. And yeah.
So it's almost like an autobiopic.
Kind of.
Okay.
But not.
But not. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Cool.
it was really a good film.
Cool.
I would highly recommend it.
Check it out, folks. On Netflix?
On Netflix.
All right. Anything else was streaming?
No.
Probably.
Probably? Yeah.
Probably. I can't think of it right now.
I started watching Patriot.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not sure.
Okay. That's a TV series, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Prime Video.
Oh, okay. On Prime. All right. Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Well, how about we move into what's on next week?
Okay, that
Or
sounds good.
This week, right? Let's see. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Woohoo! Our costume's almost done for that. So we'll be going to see that in costume. There will be pictures.
Nice.
Creed 2, if we go see that, I will definitely be wearing my shirt. Don't worry, no costume for that. Robin Hood, looking forward to that one too.
I think that Jackie and I are going to go watch that tomorrow night.
Oh, rock
Nice.
on. Sweet. And The Favorite. That's sort of a little independent film coming
I
out.
saw the trailer for that, and that's one I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see that too. So we might just, if it comes out at the Hillcrest Theater, we might trek on down there and check it out. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to come out at AMC.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I saw the trailer.
Oh, okay. Cool. We'll watch it at AMC as well. Well, not in both places. Yeah.
At the same time.
At the same time. There we go.
Let's FaceTime.
Right. So that's done. How about box office numbers?
Okay. Oh, my goodness. You will never, ever, ever guess what is hanging on.
It's
A Star is Born.
The Grinch.
Oh, The Grinch. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that's a kid's film. I'm saying A Star is Born. No, that fell last week.
This is my favorite part.
It is.
Where
You're making me
DJ
go.
doubts himself.
I doubt myself all the time.
Would you believe that Bohemian Rhapsody
Wow.
is in third place?
I would believe that. I absolutely would believe that. It was good, and I'm still recommending people to go see it that haven't seen it.
16 million
Nice.
this last week.
Wow.
They're at 128 total gross.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
So they're doing okay.
All right.
They are doing okie dokie.
I here's my prediction. Fantastic Beasts for number 1, Instant Family number 2.
Well,
Or am I
Number
all the way
2.
wrong?
number 2 is Dr. Seuss's The Grinch.
Oh, okay.
At-
Kids
at
film.
38.5. They're at 126 for 2 weeks.
Wow.
So they're doing
Nice.
passably well.
Yeah,
So
they are.
They are doing fabulous. And number 1, Fantastic Beast.
Okay.
Not Roast Beast.
Not roast. Well,
The Crimes of Grindelwald
yes.
at 62.
At 62.
Yeah, so no big surprises. Instant Family edged out Widows by, like 2 million.
Yeah.
So
It's
they were
the
pretty
Bernese Mountain
close.
Dog.
Right.
It is.
It is the
Major
the dog,
draw.
Yeah.
It's the dog. It's the dog. But no, yeah,
Okay.
that's where we're at on numbers.
Cool.
Nice.
Thank you for that. Okay, and then how about future films? Hey, Beth, anything you're looking forward to seeing?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Any movies you'd like to share with us that you're looking forward to seeing?
Did you see the Pokemon trailer?
No.
Oh, you've got to see the Pokemon trailer.
Yeah, I'll look
Penny-
it up right now.
Penny is in love with the little Pikachu.
Oh, of course. I mean, Pikachu's a major
yeah.
thing. Everybody loves the Pika Pika.
Yes, and it's the voice to the Pikachu is Ryan Reynolds.
Of course it is.
I know, right?
I mean, of course.
So,
Oh, goodness.
but yeah, it's it looks like a fun film. There's a kid that the world of Pokemon exists, and so this kid stumbles upon a Pikachu, and the Pikachu can talk to him.
Nice.
And he's the only one that can understand the Pikachu, this boy. So he's like trying to get the Pikachu to talk to other people.
Right.
And all the other people hear is Pika Pika.
Yeah.
And so it's so funny. That scene is good. So check out that trailer. That looks actually pretty funny.
Our oldest son David was Pikachu every year ever.
That's cool. He likes those guys. I want to see the trailer. Haven't seen the trailer yet. Anna and the Apocalypse. That's like a holiday film coming out.
Well, that sounds awfully hollow.
No, Christmas.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Festive.
Yes. Oh, yeah. The poster looks pretty festive, actually.
Okay.
Anna and the Apocalypse. Saw a trailer for Holmes and Watson.
Yes, that's one of the things I'm excited to see.
Yeah,
Me
that does look
too.
good.
Dude, when he's talking about the selfie with Queen Victoria.
Yes.
He's wearing his weird man corset over his long johns. It's hysterical. I love Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly together. They're like hysterical.
Oh.
They are.
So funny.
So, looking forward to that. Saw a little trailer to Missing Link.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's just it's like a between human and ape.
So
and
it's a film about the missing link.
Yeah, but it's modern day, and the Missing Link comes out with a letter or something like that.
Come on, we've all seen Encino Man.
You're right. See that?
Remaking everything.
Right. Just because you make it animated doesn't mean you didn't remake it. Right. Anyway, but funny. Looks interesting. We'll see. I think it's more like one of those British type films.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. And then more Mortal Engines. I
saw the trailer for that. That looked pretty neat.
That's coming out really soon.
I can't figure out if it's like Mad Max, Waterworld on land, but it looks very interesting.
Yeah, it looks good. I can't wait to see it. I mean, especially since they added stuff to the trailer.
And I'm really looking forward to Alita.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's coming out really soon, right?
Soon.
That's next weekend, I think. I can't remember.
Something like
that. Something soon. Don't quote me on that, please.
I can
All right.
look it up.
You could look it up, but don't.
Okay.
Leave them guessing.
Fine.
I saw a huge 10-minute trailer for Wreck-It Ralph at Disneyland.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yes. Well, that we're going to go see on Wednesday, I'm sure. But they left that in a cliffhanger that I just wanted to just punch the projectionist.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait.
That's not very nice.
No, it's not. But the projectionist was Wreck-It Ralph, actually. So Ralph doing it. But it was just so
punching Wreck-It Ralph. I mean,
no,
he's going to wreck
he
it.
hits back. Yeah, he will wreck my face. But anyway, so it's going to be good. I could tell by the hype of all that stuff. So, all right. So that's future stuff. Next week, get to know your host or know your cast. Get to know.
What are we doing?
I'm thinking. Computer movies
for sure.
Yeah, sure. I know.
Oh, man, that's going to be a big list.
No.
No, we have a 5-movie limit.
Yeah, let's limit it to 5. Let's try. I know there might be an honorable mention in there somewhere, but...
Okay. Oh, my gosh. You just gave license to, 28 movies.
Darn it.
Well, I would like to point out that lately I have been far more reined in.
Yes, you have. You've been doing really well.
You're meeting your goal.
I am trying.
Right? So, anyway, be gentle. Maybe if you're going to do one from every decade instead of, a whole bunch.
One a year.
Yeah.
There you go.
No.
Well, you said instead of, and I said
instead of one a year. You're right. Yeah, good point. So, computer movies. And my brain has already got a ton going on.
Computer movies does not mean computer-generated animation.
No.
Computer-generated imaging.
No, the computer is...
part of the film
is the part of the plot.
So more like, say, War Games, less like, say, Transformers.
Right.
Correct.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. War Games was the number one on my list.
Because War Games is badass.
Oh my gosh, yes. Did you ever see the new one? Like the one they modern-dated? Modern-dated?
Updated?
Updated. Oh my god!
They modern-dated.
Modern-dated it. Yep.
Well, there's the title of the show.
Modern-dated.
Get ready to get modern-dated.
Modern-dated brought to you.
Oh my gosh!
Goodness.
I made it all the way through without that kind of a flub up. Okay.
And then that happened.
Right.
Well, on that note, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Send us your films to 512podcast. Shout out at tfwmovies.com or at tfwmovies on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Don't
Patreon.
Send us your movies. Send us your comments.
The comments, that's right. All right, here we go. Thank you all. Thank you to all of our listeners. Thank you for making this show amazing. Thank you to our Patreon people. You know who you are. Crackhead Blue, Abby. There you go. All right. Also, big thank you to Joshua Struthers, Big Checho, DJ McGee, Jimmy Harris, Beth Labine. There you are. Adrian Rondo, who I think fell asleep in the garage just now. Also, thank you. Oh,
just
there
wandered
he is.
away.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, Jackie Harris and Penny McGee. And cut.